Welcome to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Valsang. In this video, I'll find solutions to problems based on the coefficient of variation, which are important 10 markers. The first three problems are 2 markers. Starting with problem 1. If the mean and standard deviation of a distribution are 20 and 5 respectively, find CV. CV is the coefficient of variation. Start with the solution. Write given x bar is equal to 20 and sigma is equal to 5. Consider CV equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which implies CV is equal to 5 divided by 20 into 100. Therefore, CV is equal to 25%. Always remember to express the coefficient of variation answer in terms of percentage. Problem 2. If CV and standard deviation of a distribution are 75% and 15 respectively, find its mean. Solution. First write given CV is equal to 75 and sigma is equal to 15. Then write consider CV is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which implies 75 is equal to 15 by x bar into 100. Cross multiplying, you get 75 x bar is equal to 1500, or x bar is equal to 1500 divided by 75, which gives x bar as 20. Problem 3. If mean and CV of a distribution are 56 and 75% respectively, find the standard deviation. Solution. First write given x bar is equal to 56 and CV is equal to 75. Then write the formula for CV. Consider CV equal to sigma by x bar into 100, which implies 75 is equal to sigma divided by 56 into 100. Cross multiplying, you get 4200 is equal to 100 sigma, or sigma is equal to 4200 divided by 100, or sigma is equal to 42. Problem 4. The following data refers to the dividend in percentage paid by two companies A and B over the last 5 years. Calculate CVs and give your conclusion. This is a 10 marker. So they have given the dividends by company A and company B. The values are 2, 3, 5, 8 and 4 for company A, and for company B the values are 6, 3, 8, 10 and 7. Now the first step is to mark company A and company B values as X. Let us now calculate summation X for company A, which is 22, and for company B summation X is equal to 34. I'll start with the solution. We need to find out the coefficient of variation for company A. So we'll write the side heading as company A and write the formula for CV of A, which is equal to sigma divided by x bar into 100. Now since only raw data is given for both company A and company B, our x bar A will have the formula summation x divided by small n, and sigma A will be root of summation x squared by n minus summation x by n the whole square. So if you observe the formulae which are present, we need to find out summation x for company A, and we also have to find out summation x for company B later on, and we need x square values for company A and company B, and we need to find out what is summation x square for company A and company B. So in the table I have extended it and formed two more columns, and the heading is x square, which I am computing for company A and company B. So all you have to do is you have to square the x values for company A and the x values for company B and get their totals. So for company A, the x square values are 4, 9, 25, 64, 16. So you get summation x square as 118. And for company B, the x square values are 36, 9, 64, 100 and 49. And you get summation x square is equal to 258. Let's now find out the mean for company A. So consider x bar A equal to summation x by n, which is equal to 22 divided by 5. So you get x bar A is equal to 4.4%. Because the dividend is expressed in terms of percentage in the problem, so we express x bar also in terms of percentage. Next, we have to find out sigma A. So sigma A is root of summation x squared by n minus summation x by n the whole square. So here you have to choose carefully summation x and summation x square only for company A. So you will get a root of 118 by 5 minus 22 by 5 the whole square, which is equal to root of 23.6 minus 4.4 the whole square, which is root of 23.6 minus 19.36, which is root of 4.24. So you get sigma A equal to 2.06%. Now we'll find out CV of A, which is sigma by x bar into 100. So substituting, we get 2.06 divided by 4.4 into 100, or CV of A is equal to 46.82%. So for CV final answer, you can take two places after the decimal after rounding off. For company B, in a similar way, write the formula CV of B is equal to sigma by x bar into 100, where x bar B is equal to summation x by n and sigma B is equal to root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square. So first calculate x bar B using the formula summation x by n. Now use summation x, which is there for company B, which is equal to 34 by 5. So you get x bar B equal to 6.8%. Then consider sigma B, which is root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square, which is root of 258 by 5 minus 34 by 5 the whole square, which is root of 51.6 minus 6.8 square, which is equal to root of 51.6 minus 46.24, which is root of 5.36. So you get sigma B equal to 2.32%. Now calculate CV of B using the formula sigma by x bar into 100, which is equal to 2.32 divided by 6.8 into 100, or CV of B is equal to 34.12%. Now that we have calculated CV of A and CV of B, we need to compare both the values. So in my previous video, I have explained about coefficient of variation. The lesser the CV value, better is the consistency. So when I compare CV of B and CV of A, we see that CV of B is 34.12%, which is less than CV of A equal to 46.82%. So we conclude that company B is more consistent. So always give the reason why a particular company is more consistent. So here CV of B is less than CV of A. That's why company B is more consistent. There'll be 1 mark for the conclusion out of the 10 marks which is allotted for the problem. Problem 5. The goals scored by two teams A and B in a football season are as given below. Find which team is better on an average and which team is more consistent. So the first three columns are given in the table in the problem. So number of goals scored in a match are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of matches played by team A are 22, 8, 7, 8 and 3. And number of matches played by team B are 11, 10, 8, 7 and 4. So the given problem is based on discrete data. So the first column you mark it as X, and the next two columns, that is number of matches for team A and number of matches for team B, are the frequencies which are denoted by F. Next, calculate capital N for both team A and team B. So you get capital N is equal to 48 for team A, and for team B capital N is equal to 40. Now start with the solution. Write the side heading as team A and write the CV of A formula, which is sigma by x bar into 100. Now the formula for x bar and sigma will change because the given problem is based on discrete data. So you have x bar A equal to summation fx by capital N, and sigma A is equal to root of summation fx squared by capital N minus summation fx by n the whole square. So let us do all the calculations which are required for both team A and team B. That is for calculating the means and the standard deviations. So I form the next columns highlighted in pink color, that is fx for team A and fx for team B, and then you have to calculate fx square for team A and team B and then get all the four totals. So the fx values for team A are 0, 8, 14, 24 and 12. So summation fx is 58, and for team B fx values are 0, 10, 16, 21 and 16, and so you get summation fx as 63. Next, calculate fx square. So remember that fx square is obtained by multiplying the fx values with the corresponding x values. But here please be careful in the calculations. So for team A, the values are 0, 8, 28, 72 and 48, and you get summation fx square as 156. For team B, the values are 0, 10, 32, 63 and 64, and summation fx square is equal to 169. Calculate x bar A, which is equal to summation fx by capital N, which is equal to 58 by 48, or you get x bar A equal to 1.21. Then the formula for sigma A is root of summation fx squared by capital N minus summation fx by capital N the whole square, which is equal to root of 156 by 48 minus, now I have substituted directly for summation fx by capital N because it is nothing but x bar A value. So minus 1.21 the whole square, which is root of 3.25 minus 1.4641, which is equal to root of 1.7859, or you get sigma A equal to 1.34. Then calculate CV of A, which is sigma by x bar into 100. So it is 1.34 divided by 1.21 into 100, or CV of A is equal to 110.74%. Similarly, for team B, CV of B formula is sigma by x bar into 100, where x bar B is equal to summation fx by capital N, and sigma B is root of summation fx square by capital N minus summation fx by n the whole square. So first calculate x bar B using the formula summation fx by n, which is 63 by 40. So you get x bar B equal to 1.58. Similarly, calculate sigma B, which is root of summation fx squared by capital N minus summation fx by n the whole square, which is root of 169 by 40 minus 1.58 the whole square. So you get root of 4.23 minus 2.4964, which is equal to root of 1.7336, or sigma B is equal to 1.32. Now we'll compute CV of B, which will be equal to 1.32 divided by 1.58 into 100, or you get CV of B equal to 83.54%. Now in the problem, they have asked which team is better on an average and which team is more consistent. So whichever team's x bar value is higher, that team is better on an average, and whichever team's CV is lower, that team is more consistent. So write the conclusion. The first one is, since x bar b is equal to 1.58 is greater than x bar a equal to 1.21, team B is better on an average. Second, since CV of B is equal to 83.54% is less than CV of A equal to 110.74%, team B is more consistent. I will solve one more problem on coefficient of variation for continuous data. Problem 6. Compare the coefficient of variations for the following distribution regarding expenditure on food of families in two different places. In the first column, we have expenditure in rupees per month, that is 600 to 800, 800 to 1000, 1000 to 1200, 1200 to 1400, 1400 to 1600. Number of families in place A are 25, 42, 68, 152, 53, and number of families in place B are 32, 65, 84, 124, 30. Now, because the class intervals and the frequencies are given for number of families in place A and place B, this is a continuous data problem. So, mark the first column as class interval Ci and number of families for place A and number of families for place B as F. Then calculate capital N for both the families. They are 340 and 335 respectively. Under solution, form a table which has the columns X, that is the midpoints, and the values are 700, 900, 1100, 1300 and 1500. Then find out Fx for place A and place B, and also calculate Fx square for place A and place B. And then calculate all their totals. That is, you have to find out summation Fx values for place A and place B and summation Fx square values for place A and place B. As the values are very large, I will not read out the values. You can check the values from the screen. Now for place A, let us calculate the coefficient of variation. So CV of A is sigma by x bar into 100, where x bar A is equal to summation fx by capital N and sigma A is root of summation fx square by capital N minus summation fx by n the whole square. So write the mean formula, substitute the values, and you will get x bar A as rupees 1197.65. Similarly, write sigma A formula, substitute the values, and on simplification you get sigma A equal to rupees 223.58. Now let us calculate CV of A. It will be 223.58 divided by 1197.85 into 100. So you get CV of A as 18.67%. Similarly, for place B, write CV of B, which is sigma by x bar into 100, and x bar B is summation fx by capital N, and sigma B is root of summation fx square by capital N minus summation fx by n the whole square. So write the formula for the mean, and on substitution you get x bar B as rupees 1132.84, and in a similar way calculate sigma B using the formula, and you get sigma B equal to rupees 226.03, and CV of B is 226.03 divided by 1132.84 into 100, which is 19.95%. Conclusion will be, since CV of A is 18.67%, which is less than CV of B equal to 19.95%, place A is more consistent with respect to expenditure. Practice the problems on coefficient of variation as they are important. Thank you all for watching, and look out for my next video where I will discuss about moments.